And I guess we are live. So, according to what I see, guys, I don't see anything that your comments or something. We already have 3 viewers so far, and I'm doing this the first time in my life. So, I can tell you this is quite unusual experience trying to talk to the camera without seeing you or seeing yet your comments. And I hope to make the session engagement. And by the way, I have a sound here. Hold on. Okay. All right. That was fixed. So, and also, I'm glad that I actually was able to join today because just 2 days ago, I was glued to my sofa with a fever, and I was like, no way it's actually happening with me because I was planning this day for quite a while, the date, all the activities that I have to do, all the development that I have to be done. And then, well, it was like last Friday, I was wake up in the morning with a fever and like, no way it's happening. And then 3 days later, I became feeling better, and then I thought, okay, fine. And in 2 days later, and I got a fever again. And just 2 days ago, I was sitting on my couch. I thought, okay, will I be able to launch or not? Anyway, the day is today, and I am launching today a new course, which is API testing with Playwright. All right. So let me start with the story a little bit. Why did I start working on this course, and what was the idea behind? So maybe some of you know my courses on Udemy, such as Playwright from Zero to Hero, and on Bondar Academy. Let me start sharing the screen, I guess. Um, Entire screen, share. Okay, so Bondar Academy course as that with Playwright right here. So let me scroll down to the curriculum section, and all the way here, locators, mastering UI elements, page objects. Here we go. So we have a section interacting with the APIs, and this section covers, well, some information about API testing, how to interact with APIs and stuff. And by the way, on Udemy, if you go to Udemy and search for the right here, here, this course, top of the page, highest rated. And by the way, Udemy has almost the same content from the videos perspective, and has the same stuff. We'll scroll all the way down. It also has section working with APIs right here. Oh, I think I can read the chats. Hold on. Oh, guys, I see a lot of chats, a lot of messages from you. Let me add it. Let me add it like here as overlay, so maybe you can see it as well. Let me know if you. I'm sorry. Let me know if you can see the chat as well, so it can be more interactive. And if you will ask any questions, then I review the chat and ask the questions as well. So, and the section with the API in the course, it's kind of not really API testing, but it's more about how to leverage APIs for your UI automation. And the API testing API functionality helps you to speed up your API, your UI testing. So, for example, if you need to set up the test data precondition, you can make an API call and set this data instead of making this through the UI. Or if you need to clean up the data after the test execution, you can perform, for example, UI step and then clean up this data, that kind of stuff. And I believe that this is the main functionality for the API testing. What Playwright is actually created API interaction capability for. I think when they designed the API interaction feature, they were not thinking that it will be used for API testing. And I can tell that just from the how much functionality it has. So it's more of kind of a complementary feature rather than standalone feature for API testing. But I thought, all right, maybe I still need to add some lectures over here and then add those lectures over here as well to kind of broadening this section a little bit to make it more completed, right? And then I started writing some of the ideas about, okay, what can be next added to the curriculum to cover this section more in full. I quickly realized that when I just crossed about like topic number 10 or so, I quickly realized that, it's kind of growing into a standalone course. It's independent course. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll create a mini course related to API testing with a Playwright. How about that? And then I said, okay, I started working on mini course, and then I scrapped my initial curriculum, and I need to rewrite the whole thing because if I start the course from scratch, I need to make sure that fundamentals are included. And then I started writing that, and then I like, okay, um, how the overall approach, if we talk just specifically to API testing, can be fundamentally different than what Playwright offers just out of the box. And let me show you. Let me show you some of the example, I guess, what I mean by fundamentally different. So yeah, let me show you this code, and this is like this. Okay, so this is just a script. So that's if you would write the Playwright test as is with using just the built-in tools included in the Playwright with just straight out of the box. This is how your test would look like. I mean, you would use some like request fixture, which is build request fixture in the Playwright that you can reuse and make and interact with the APIs. It has post request, it has get request, it has put and delete requests. You provide the URL, send the request, then extract the JSON response, then validate status code, then make the assertions. So far, I mean, it looks well doable. You can write the code like that. You can, I mean, write the test like that, right? But to be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't like the syntax because when you need to write a few steps like this as a complementary step for your UI test, it's fine, totally fine. But if you need to scale, write hundreds of tests like this, then it becomes kind of a problem because it becomes quickly a maintenance nightmare. And why do I say that? So let me show you another example because I was working with API testing before a lot. And let me show you other popular frameworks, how they handle the API scripting phase of the interface. For example, let's take Karate DSL. This is the framework that I was using before, and open the repository for Karate DSL, scrolling a little bit down to documentation. And look, this is the scripting idea in Karate. Super minimalistic and super simple. URL, this request, this method is post, status should be 200, response should be this one. That's it. So no other fluff surrounded the stuff, awaits everywhere. You don't need to call bunch of methods. You don't need to call method JSON every time you have in the Playwright to extract, for example, the JSON object. You don't need to do that. So the scripting interface simplified as much as possible. I know this is Gherkin, right? This is feature file. This is Gherkin. I'm not trying to tell you that I'm going to write Cucumber right now as in Playwright. No, I'm just telling you the entire idea that the idea is simplicity, and why Playwright, why Karate became popular as an API testing framework, just because it's quite simple from the end user perspective, from the tester perspective. Let me show you another example. Rest assured. Okay, I'm sure all of you know Rest assured, right? And look at the images, and let's look into Rest assured. Let's do code examples, and let's look into code examples of some Rest assured code. For example, this one. Can I make it bigger? Come on, Google, give me a bigger picture. No, it's not giving me a bigger picture. Well, I hope it's big enough for you, but I try to articulate. So look, Rest Assured is a Java-based framework, and they also have a very minimalistic design to commands that you have to trigger to make your request and process your response. So look, body is this, post is my URL, status code 200, content type JSON, and then validation, body property this, body property this. That's it. That's technically what you need, because API testing in a nutshell is very simple process. You send the request, validate response, send the request and validate response. And the easier and faster you can do this operation, the faster you can write your test. And so the easier maintain your test. And that's all we care about. We want to quickly write the test, quickly find the result of test execution, and maintain the tests quickly as well when the tests fail. And test, of course, will fail. We know about it. And then I was sitting looking into this, and I was like, um, can you please share only your screenshot without comments? It is difficult to see the code. Uh, Alexander, not sure what did you mean, to be honest. Which code without comments? Which comments did you mean? So I was looking into this code, Rest Assured, and I thought, okay, can Playwright, something like that can be implemented in the Playwright? So instead of writing that, long raw script in the Playwright, can be this kind of organized in more compact way. And I was playing around a little bit, and apparently you can. You can simplify the stuff and optimize Playwright for doing exactly API testing with the scripting interface and design. It's called Fluent Design Interface, this kind of dot notation syntax. You can do similar stuff in the Playwright using Node.js and TypeScript. And if someone followed me on LinkedIn, a few weeks ago, I have posted kind of a teaser of this thing. Where is that? 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 Where's my LinkedIn? Sorry, guys, I did not prepare any slides just because I was completely out of sync because I was completely sick a couple of days ago. So this is my profile. Hold on. Let me find the post. Recent post. Show all posts. And we are looking for this one. Is it similar to Rest Assured? Look, the same, similar minimalistic scripting design. API.path articles, params, limits this, get request 200. And then expect response should match schema. This is extra feature. I will talk about it just in a second. And then standard library, expect response, articles count should equal to 10. That's it. So it's significantly less lines of code and easier to read and easier as a result to maintain. And that's basically how was born the idea for the new course. Is okay, if we want to write API test with Playwright, let's make it at least meaningful. So let's use Playwright not because it's Playwright, but because it's actually convenient to use. Because I don't see a reason why I should use a Playwright if other frameworks like Karate or Rest Assured can do a better job from the scripting perspective, because they are specifically designed to be used for API testing. Playwright API capabilities not designed to be for API testing, but you quickly can convert this framework to be as powerful as those framework with just simple tweaks like that to actually enable it to be very powerful. And in the new course, I show how to do that. And not only just this, because Playwright also have other two pretty big problems. Problem number one of the Playwright is that it doesn't have logging. So Playwright does a really great job giving you log details and all information for analysis when, for example, UI test fails. It gives you details about trace, about it gives you videos, screenshots, all the steps that were executed. You have all information for the analysis. But if your API will test fail, well, in the Playwright, it does not provide you anything. So Playwright does not collect the network activity during the request and response. So if the test fail, there is no way how you can analyze what went wrong. But it's actually also very easy to fix with a simple custom logger that I also showing how to create in the course. And also schema validation, which is actually a better way, a better than karate and rest assured together, because rest assured is a framework that was, I don't know, more than 10 years old, right? Karate is a newer framework, but their approach to schema validation is not so elegant as I'm showing in my course. And by the way, speaking of schema validation, let me show you one more resource. When I was researching this subject overall about API testing with Playwright, what other people do, how everything works, what's the industry knowledge related to this topic, I found this Playwright oh my god, solutions, playwrightsolutions.com. I found this website, which is very nice and have tons of useful, interesting articles related to different, testing related to the Playwright. And it has a series, so definitive guide to API automation. It's part 15, and here's the introduction post. So this guy, Butch Mayhew, he did pretty good job on laying down the list of this 16 parts related to different aspects of API testing with the Playwright. I don't agree with everything that he writes, but I liked very much his approach to validation JSON schema. This is part 9. This is what I was using in my course to validate JSON schema. Of course, I took his base idea, but I modified it, simplify a lot, removed what is not necessary, keeping only what is relevant for the good test automation framework and just convenient to use. But overall, just want to give him a credit. And if you need to you find some other ideas, any other sources, use this free resource, playwrightsolutions.com. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So so far the course has those sections. So far the course has those sections, and there are 36 lectures or so. And what else did I want to say? Okay. And there is one more section is on the way, which will be related to test management and other stuff. Is the session being recorded? Yes, it should be recorded automatically. I believe LinkedIn records those sessions automatically and they are saved. Hide these comments windows because the screenshots are too small. Okay, got it. Okay, I'll do it like this. All right, so what's next? The actual lunch. So let me go and make the course live, right? Because this is a lunch event. Let me enable it. Enable it. Save. And I believe refresh. Scrolling here, and it is. Hold on a second. Something didn't work. Why it is. Okay, this is it. Okay. So that's the course. What you learn, what you get, what's the course content, all the details. The introduction section is free. API testing basics. So you will learn, first of all, about all API testing fundamentals first, before moving to the fun and very interesting section related to building API framework, which I just talked about, how to build it with all the details, logger, and all that stuff. Separate section about the schema validation, how to create schema, read the schema, what the schema is about, automatically generate the schema, so it will remove the maintenance the necessity technically. So you don't need to manually update it every time. And certificate of completion. And one more thing. So since you have joined this call, I want you to say thank you for finding the time, joining live, and you can use this promo code right here. I think you see it. The promo code is launch to get a 20% off. This promo code will be available only for 24 hours. So make sure that you're going to use it. And just one extra special offer. Just because this is a new course, it's kind of symbolic for me. And I do it for the first time, not for the first time, live stream. This is my second live stream, but the launching the course like that. And the first student who will enroll in this course, who will also have a gift from me as a one free mentorship session with me for any question that you have technically, right? So if you have any questions related to your framework, related to your code, maybe related to some stuff you are working on, maybe related to your career, maybe related to, maybe you don't have any question right now, but you want to keep it later when you have this question. Anyway, this is 1 hour mentorship session that you can book with me. The first one who will join the course, it will be my gift. All right. So that's pretty much it. Guys, I think now I'm fully opened to questions. All right, I'll do stop sharing the screen. All right, so let me see. Regards from UK. Greeting from Texas, Dmitry. Good to see you. Hi, Klava, Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. Barcelona is here. Nice. So is the session is being recorded. So I know there are some delays. There are some delays between the real stream, what I'm talking right now, and what you can hear. So let me wait a couple of minutes. Course looks great. Great job. Thank you, Dmitry. Will this course be available on Udemy? Okay, I was expecting this answer, this question. The answer is no, it will not be available on Udemy, and I can explain you real quick. And then most likely I will not be uploading any of my new content or new courses to Udemy. You see, the Udemy is a platform which is a great platform for the educators and creators to promote their content, and because Udemy responsible for sharing, for hosting your content, for marketing your content, for promotion your content. So you don't need to worry about anything. You just upload the course, and then Udemy decide to do everything with your course, processing payments, processing refunds, complaints, technical issues, all that fun stuff. But for this convenience, Udemy charge kind of a lot of fee. So they take quite a bit share from the revenue in their pocket for this nice service. That's the first thing. And the second thing, Udemy does not let me actually control the price for the course. How funny is that, right? So Udemy automatically decide what price do they want to put for my courses and sell it for whatever price they want. So if they want to put a discount like $10, and this is actually how Udemy sell most of their courses, $10 to $15 for everything during the marketing sales. then I simply don't make anything on those kind of sales. It just doesn't work worth the efforts. For me, to creating the high quality courses like that requires quite a lift, quite an effort. And Udemy, since they are quite heavy discounter, they don't really motivate creators to create a super high quality content just because it doesn't worth it. That's it. My goal is to keep creating only better content than I create today, rather than just creating an average type of content that on average you can find on Udemy. So why my Udemy courses right now on Udemy are bestsellers: Cypress course, Playwright course, Karate course, all of them. Because by the standard of Udemy, they are high quality, right? But by my standard, they are already not that high quality. I want to do better than that. Uh, but Udemy does not monetize the high quality content. It's just rewarding creators to create it a higher quality than the creator does. Something like this. So that's why I probably keep Udemy as a channel. I still support Udemy. I still answer questions every day. On Every morning, I wake up, and after the breakfast, kind of the first thing, routine task for me, I answer the questions on the Udemy that students ask over there, and that's pretty much it. The rest of my efforts I put to my new project, which is more exciting to me, if that makes sense. Thanks for your intro, Claudia. Thank you for joining. All right, guys. So I think if we don't have any other questions, you always can reach me out in the Slack. Hold on, let me check something. You can always reach me in the Slack. You can reach me in the LinkedIn or in the X. Any other questions about the course, please reach out. Other than that, thank you for joining the session today with me, and see you in the class.